Hey guys, I bought this iPad Air a couple days ago, and here's pretty much my thoughts on it. I think this is a better buy than the iPad Pro. I managed to get this 256GB Space Gray model for, I think, $50 less than the base model M1 iPad Pro. And yes, I did have an A12 iPad Pro, whatever they're called, the 2020 version. Did not have a good experience with that device. I don't like it. It bent, and then I got it replaced. And then I think there's, some heat issues with it. I'm pretty much tired of that device, so this is my new iPad that I use. I also picked up this Logitech trackpad keyboard combo thing, which is made for the iPad Air. Pretty much the same thing as the iPad Pro, just $50 less, for whatever reason, even though I think they're using more material, since there's material up here, but that's Logitech for you. But yeah, here's what I don't really like about this. I don't think that USB-C really belongs in iPads. They are media devices, really, and I don't know why they give you USB-C when you really can't fully take advantage of it. It's not even Thunderbolt 3. I don't know if they can do that because of Intel, but whatever. It does have 4 speakers, so 2 down here and 2 up here. But inside the iPad, it physically has, I believe, 2 less speakers, and they just use 1 speaker that goes through all these on the top, and then another one at the bottom. I don't know why they do that, probably to save a bit more money. And then if I open this up, you see that the bezels are slightly thicker than on the iPad Pro. So this doesn't have the Pro Motion display. Doesn't really affect me since I don't notice that big of a difference on an iPad. And if you look, these bezels are slightly thicker. Doesn't really affect me though. It is 10.9 instead of 11 inches. So yeah. One thing that I don't really understand about this, if you look on a previous gen iPad Pro, there is a microphone right here. And it's not here on this iPad Air. I don't know why that is. I'm assuming it's because they were bending, but the M1 iPad Pro probably has it, so I'm not sure. If you look on the back here, we have 1 camera, which is what it should be on an iPad, and it's raised up for no reason. They should have just put an older camera in here and just called it good, but of course they had to put a massive iPhone XR camera or whatever in here. We don't have any flash, but we do have a microphone, which is placed perfectly. But this has the exact same dimensions as the iPad Pro 11-inch, which is pretty cool. And it feels like an iPad Pro 11-inch, but it's slightly lighter, and I like that a lot. It is called the iPad Air. Previously, the iPad Air was the flagship model. iPad Air 2 was the last real flagship iPad model under the iPad Air name, and that was a great iPad, and this is decent. I never had the iPad Air 3. It was just a rebranded Pro 10.5, I believe, though. But yeah. On top, one difference is we get Touch ID in the power button. This is very weird for Apple to do. I would never expect Apple to do this, but they also do it on the new iPad mini, which is coming out next week. And this is super fast. If you look, like that, super fast. It doesn't automatically unlock, but oh well. Now, in landscape mode, I can just tap the power button pretty much and unlock it. It will ask you to rest your finger to open. That's so you can view your notifications and stuff. I don't think you can disable that, but whatever. So, yeah. This thing does not have ProMotion. Doesn't bother me at all, since I really couldn't notice the difference on an iPad. Pretty much that just means the refresh rate's going to be 60 instead of 120 or whatever it is on ProMotion. If you like ProMotion, then you probably want to buy the iPad Pro. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the iPad Air. If you enjoyed this video, a like would be appreciated, and goodbye.